This is a great feeling. This is a fantastic feeling to have a field named after you. I want to thank Mr. Clayton and the Field of Green for making this happen. But also I want to thank you for supporting me. I know you supported them to make this come true. And this is a great honor for me to have my teammates, my friend, my classmate to be out here with me today to share this moment. My high school sweetheart that have traveled with me through thick and thin. She always by my side. And I thank you for being with me. As a kid, you know, like I always say, I always wanted to be a football player. This baseball field, I used to pass by it. Steady running past the baseball field. And so happened, you know, as a kid, that gentleman just came up here, pulled me to the side, and asked me to play baseball with him. I hated to play baseball. But only way I can get him out on the football field that I had to play baseball with him. To me, it was hard, you know, playing baseball. The sport to me seemed like it was a little slower than football. I like to hit people. So all them things that we went through, it is true. He the one that pushed me. He the one that made me get up in the morning, going to the field, being together. Like Mr. Clayton said, a lot of this was cement. Me and him played on cement. He used to always throw the ball to try to make me catch it, miss it, hit me in the chest. It didn't matter. I had to continue playing baseball. So for all this, Fred, thank you for pushing me. Thank you for being by my side. This really would have never happened because during our high school, we played baseball. We was the only two that seemed to get drafted out of high school to go play professional baseball. So happening, I thought he was the type of player that I became. He was a great player. He loved the game. The game was his heart. And so happened, I was just on his coattail, riding that boat. So Fred got drafted with the New York Yankees. And so happened, he had an injury that stopped his career. But every day that I was going to the bar, I'm playing with Oakland, he would always call. He would always push me. He would always say, don't give up. I remember when I was in AA in Jersey City. First day I got there, you know, I was happy to be there. I rented me an apartment. You know, when you're a kid, you take everything from home that you ever owned because that's all you got. So I rented me an apartment. We went on a road trip to play 3 games. I came back, my apartment was completely empty. Everything I ever had was all gone. I called Mr. Charlie O. Finley. Said, I have nothing. I want to go home. I don't want to play baseball. So Mr. Charlie O. Finley said, I'll send you a few dollars to get you some underclothes and some jeans. But you got to stay there. So for a long story short, you know, we kept going down, and like this other great friend of mine came down that you know, inspires me when I was in the Bay Area, Mike Norris. He was in the big leagues, so guess what? He came down to AA. Hey, I know that guy. That guy's a big league ball player. I want to be just like him. But like he said, when he came down there, he had a bad attitude. Why are you so pissed? This is a great game. You should love this game. What is wrong? He was mad that he came down to Double A. So he had the bad attitude, and like you say, he went out on the mound and really just, are you a big league ball player? If they up there in the big league like that, I know I'm gonna be a big league ball player. So Mike, it was an honor, seeing you and giving me the inspire to keep continuing and playing the game. And I made it to the big league. Like he said, when I came to the big league, he was back in the big league. He said I gave him hope, and he won 20 games. But he helped me to understand that you got to work hard to stay in the big league because you never know what's going to happen. And as a kid, you have a dream. My dream was to play football, but guess what? I became a baseball player. This is a true honor to have a field named after you. As a kid growing up in Oakland, I would never, ever imagine that this was ever happen. From the bottom of my heart, I thank everybody that is here. I thank Mr. Clayton, the Oakland Tech, the Oakland A's, and everybody for supporting me and being behind me and making this happen. This is truly a dream.